Hey guys, welcome to this very special video I have for you on this Virgo new moon of 2022. This is happening here on the East Coast on Saturday, August 27th at 4:17 a.m. And for the people out on the West Coast, this can be 1:17 p.m. on Saturday. And then for my people out in Australia, this is at 6:17 p.m. on Saturday as well. And this is the sun and the moon joining in Virgo, right? At 4 degrees, 3 seconds of the sign. And we'll talk about the nakshatra. Of course, this is the stories of the moon, to put it simply, in Vedic astrology. And this is happening in Purva Falguni. So I'll get to that in just a minute. We'll talk about the aspects for this as well. But just to start off, 4 degrees, this is kind of like home base for us, right? It's building this harmony, this comfort, and especially when it's in Virgo, it's a purifying. There's going to be a need to release certain social pressures, I would say, especially because Mars is in a 90-degree angle, a square to this energy. So there is sure to be friction. And just really quick too, those the new moons that we experience, they create the energy that we are going to have until the next lunation cycle. So until that Libra new moon that we're going to have on September 25th, we're going to be under the influence of this energy. So I'm going to break this down both for us individually and, for the collective as well. But Virgo, the sign of Virgo is, the Virgin, right? If you think about the depiction of this image, it's the Virgin on a raft, and she has medicine, she has wheat, and this really denotes the things that that can sustain us through the harder months, through the winter. This is harvest season, right? So this is also a time for ourselves where we're gonna be really having some materialization of efforts that we probably put in since, especially Taurus season, since Capricorn season. These are those opening opportunities. Well, for Capricorn, what have we been stoking since January? What have we been really putting our effort into? These things are going to start manifesting, materializing for ourselves and also collectively. But that 4-degree area here, like I said, it's in a square to Mars. Like Mars and the sun are having their exact square that day. So the pressure is on, and we can feel emotionally riled up. So can other people around us. This is also bringing inertia and change. We're in mutable signs, right? This is where the change happens. And so, Virgo also does rule health as well. We look at 6th house energy. It's that digestion, it's health. And, Mars is in that 10th house from the sun. And if you've been following my work, my August 2022 prediction video, I call out about, the leaders, the people in charge, that there is going to be some sporadic and quick movement, quick changes, maybe misunderstandings with that. And so we've seen this happen. Just as I'm recording this video, it's just 3 days before, I guess, Monday, Fauci, I think it was Monday, Fauci announced that he was going to be resigning. So this is that type of pressure for, the globe that is going to be pronounced. There's going to be problems that arise, right? Problem solving. And there's going to be a lot for us provoked within our beliefs. And this is, yes, personal and also throughout the collective. We're going to have massive change, crisis in beliefs. I think, there could be some people in peril or frustrations. Virgo is also ruled by Mercury, which is at 1 degree of Libra. It's in shadow as well. So things aren't all certain with this energy. Mercury is very important here, and there's a lot speaking about Venus as well. So these are important planets during this process, during really, till September 25th, until we have that Libra new moon. So Venus itself, is in a opposition to Saturn during this new moon. So again, we're going to be feeling this throughout this lunation cycle. And Venus in Leo, I think this speaks about artists, because the Leo is, the creativity, it has to do with the actors, people on stage, and then which I will get to this nakshatra, but the nakshatra Purva Falguni also has to do with actors, musicians, and women. It has to do with commodities as well. So there's going to be a lot that's coming out financially, especially for the everyday people, maybe some tension. I would say possibly through taxation could be a possibility, because Jupiter is in that retrograde in the 8th house from the sun. So this is bringing up that tax principle and also crisis. So we have to be really mindful of ourselves on a personal level to be quick about managing our beliefs, about being able to change our beliefs to suit our own salvation, I would say. So that's some things just to think about for ourselves in a personal level. There is a lot of change, a lot of excitement, there is tension, but there is also power to solve and to navigate as well. I think this can be bringing out problems in world hunger as well, is some aspect to this, again, because Mars is in that square to this new moon. So there could be some issues again going on about that I would see as something that is going to gear up through this cycle, and I also think, when I was looking at the chart for this new moon, like I really think those actors, maybe especially women actors, are going to be kind of trying to sway our belief, projected and kind of navigating our beliefs. I think there may be like hidden agendas. So just be careful. It is, like I said, like be quick to insert a positive belief for our salvation, for a personal salvation, for a personal understanding of knowledge and luck, right? And we're going to have to be able to change and transform, and we're going to also have to be able and willing to get under the surface of some big belief issues. And I think the world at large is going to be going through this. Mercury, like I said, the ruler of this new moon, is in shadow, and it entered shadow right in that opposition to Neptune on the 20th of August, which was the day that Mars ingressed into Gemini as well. So there's a lot of unrest or uneasiness, unclarity surrounding communication, surrounding information. So this is another thing to look out for. And I think there's going to be a lot of things pumped through social media and maybe, group thought, group think, to have us in a place of confusion. But there's also a big place to rise up to this like kind of star energy in our lives, a type of kind of new dream world, new expansion, new understanding of love. And so when it comes to Venus, the qualities of Venus, our finances, our love lives, our relationships, there is going to be catalyst. There's going to be a big change. Again, this is personal, also collective. This change is going to happen suddenly, inspiringly. So we have to be willing to listen and navigate by our deepest soul desire, I think, is something with this energy, because if we're not following this, if we're following other people's idealization, we're gonna get screwed, you know, in these ways of like shattering our understanding of luck, shattering our own salvation, these types of things. And again, that can put more confusion and pressure on our nerves, bubble up anxiety. So that's another part of this paradigm that's like kind of happening this month. Through this lunation cycle up to that 25th of September. And again, Mercury rules this this new moon, and it's in shadow, which brings like a hesitancy of our understanding. But we must focus on our routine. We must focus on our health. We're going to see this over exaggerated and a lot of problems, I would say, with that. This might be also those types of court cases and things, because Mercury, the ruler, is in the second house, and Libra has to do with like court cases, and this is a big month, or a big cycle for court cases until next year, because that Sun Mars conjunction happened in Libra. So there are some really big cases that are coming out. I don't think, you know, they're going to be very much settled or understood. I think this is a time to really understand our own inner vision, and to stoke that creativity within our routine. And also, again, look out for ways that we've been maybe managing our love lives within a kind of dismal understanding. Like I said, Venus is in this opposition to Saturn, so she can feel a little starved or like assaulted, right? And depressed, like deprived. These things can happen within relationships. This can be a time of big endings for relationships as well, seeing Venus is in that 12th house. But let us, you know, give that up to the grace of the divine power, and also manage our health, manage our routine, manage our day-to-day, manage our debts. All this stuff is key importance. We need to take care of the day-to-day stuff, and you know, just be very precise about how we're looking at things and uncovering the truth within ourselves and in the world around us. Yeah, so world stuff, I would say, you know, commodities may go through a big change, you know, and belief systems. Foreign lands are going to be of key importance. We already see that, but I think there could be some kind of disruption in overseas type internet things, or when it has to do with financial ways, dealings, financial institutions, and then also like philanthropy, when it looks at foreign lands, that can be kind of uncovered in a different way. Yeah, so Purva Falguni, again, is the nakshatra for this new moon through the tropical zodiac. Just to clarify for those sidereal people out there, I do use the tropical zodiac, but again, Purva Falguni, this is about sexual pleasures, it's about marriage, it's about, you know, really like mortal life fulfillment, right? Creating life, stoking marriage. Again, there is this joyousness about this. So with the transits, yes, there's pressure and all this. There's this grind. There's this massive change and massive escalation within the world, especially when it has to do with these kind of health issues. So for ourselves, like let's look at what what we're having union with. And when it comes to like our expressions of joy, our understanding of relationship, how we indulge and enjoy life, like this is Venus. This is how we or have that ability to feel that within ourselves. And so again, Venus is in this fixed square, this grand square, and the south nodes, it's in square to the south and north node known as Ketu and Rahu. Uranus is involved there, and it's in opposition to Saturn. I know that's a lot when we're going into the planets, but this is massive change, massive self-purpose, right? And allowing the understanding from the higher guidance to kind of infiltrate our old structure within ourselves. And again, for world stuff, I think this is expressed through internet, through technology, foreign land stuff, and of course, I think commodities, the market is going to be heavily affected this month. Values, there's going to be a lot about this. Of course, Purva Falguni is also ruled by Venus, so that's just another emphasis on this quality within ourselves and within the world. So a lot of big changes happening. Enjoy this new moon. Find new routines for health and navigate accordingly. There's going to be a lot of change. Well, thank you so much for, joining me today. I have a lot more on the way. If you want more with this, of course, do check out the Daily Horoscopes podcast, which you can find on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find a podcast. Do support my work on Instagram. Facebook is finally working again, so join me there. And I will have that September monthly predictive video coming up soon. Of course, if you do want to schedule a reading with me, you can do so on chasingthebhagwad.com. I love you all. Enjoy this new moon and plant new seeds for what you really need to harvest and keep and contain within your life.